Fairy Tales with Miss Stella. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, there lived a princess named Snow White. Her hair was as black as coal, lips red as a rose, and her skin was as white as snow. Snow White's stepmother, the queen, was very mean. She hated anyone who was more beautiful than her. The queen had a magic mirror and asked it, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" Every day the mirror had the same reply, "You are the fairest." One day the magic mirror told the queen that Snow White was the fairest in the land. This made the queen very jealous. The queen told her royal huntsman to take Snow White far into the forest and kill her. The queen told the huntsman to bring back Snow White's heart as proof she was dead. The huntsman found Snow White, but could not kill her. He warned Snow White that the queen wanted her dead. Snow White ran to the forest. The huntsman lied to the queen and took her a heart from a pig. Snow White came to a cottage and wondered who lived there. 7 dwarfs lived in the cottage. They returned to the cottage and introduced themselves to Snow White. Dozy, Grouchy, Merry, Professor, Silly, Sniffy, Blushful. Snow White felt safe with the dwarfs, so she decided to stay with them. The queen had discovered that the huntsman lied and that Snow White was still alive. She mixed a potion that changed her into an old hag, and she poisoned an apple to give to Snow White. Snow White took a bite from the poisoned apple and fell asleep. The sad dwarfs built a bed for Snow White. One day a handsome prince rode into the forest. He saw Snow White and knelt down and kissed her. His kiss awakened Snow White. The prince and Snow White rode off to the prince's kingdom, where they lived happily ever after. The end. Here are some questions. Who was Snow White's stepmother? Where did the dwarves live? What did Snow White eat? What happened at the end of the story?